Hello and welcome to the 2023 Division I Women's Tennis Selection Show. My name is Jeremiah Johnson. What an honor it is to bring you the bracket to set the field for the action we will see over the next few weeks. This is a 64-team event. The challenge for 63 schools to make sure there is a new champion. Texas went back-to-back in 2021 and 2022. The Longhorns defeated Oklahoma 4-1 in the championship match last May. What will happen this time around? We will not have to wait long to find out, as first-round matches are coming up this weekend. Regional championships will be hosted by the top 16 teams from across the country. After those regionals, super regional play will commence to determine the 8 teams who will earn their spot in the NCAA National Championships, which will be held at the USTA National Campus May 17th through the 20th. 31 conferences receive automatic qualification into the 2023 NCAA Division I Women's Tennis Championships. The first of the 16 seeded schools we will announce is the tournament's #1 overall seed for the third consecutive year, North Carolina. The Tar Heels were the top-ranked team in the most recent ITA rankings, and despite a loss to NC State in the ACC Championship, UNC is a legitimate threat to win it all. The Tar Heels were the top-ranked team in the country for 9 straight weeks. Last week, Fiona Crawley won her 113th singles match as a Tar Heel, nearing top 10 for all-time singles victories at North Carolina. Fiona is 18-2 this season when playing at #1 singles. There is North Carolina at 29-1. UNC faces 16-7 Charleston Southern in a first-round match. The Bucks beat UNC Asheville 4-3 over the weekend. It was their 16th win of the season, tied for 4th all-time in school history. Old Dominion is in. 18-4 is their record. The Sun Belt champions after 3 straight 4-0 sweeps in the conference tournament. This is their 5th appearance in school history. Should be a fun first-round matchup when the Monarchs meet South Carolina. The Gamecocks making their 32nd NCAA appearance, 33-31 all-time in the championships. South Carolina led by senior Ayanna Ackley, first-team All-SEC, currently the 12th-ranked singles player in the nation. 15-9, Georgia Tech is in. The Yellow Jackets advanced to the semifinals of the ACC tournament. Georgia Tech won the national title back in 2007. UCF makes the field for the 9th time in program history. Congratulations to Nandini Sharma on winning the Noble Knight Award, which recognizes excellence on the courts, in the classroom, and in the community. Time now to recognize North Florida, the automatic qualifier representing the Atlantic Sun, a 10th ASUN title since 2010. After a 4-2 victory against Stetson, coach Catherine Dunnigan said, "I can't begin to express how proud I am of this team. Wow, the way that we have handled adversity all year has prepared us for this very moment." Kit Gulliher has a 22-1 record this season when playing #1 singles. And it is an all-Sunshine State showdown in the first round. These 2 matchups we show you will be played in Gainesville. Florida is in as a 16 seed, one of 3 programs in the SEC with 3 ranked singles players and 2 ranked doubles pairs. This is Florida's 40th NCAA appearance, a 7-time national champion, 7-time national runner-up. The Gators' last title came in 2017. Another national seed, #9, is Pepperdine. #waves up, the caption on the school's women's tennis Twitter account. It said simply, "Champs again," after a 9th consecutive WCC championship, 31st WCC tournament title overall. Pepperdine has not lost a dual match against a conference opponent since the 2014-15 season. Pepperdine will welcome 15-9 Grand Canyon in the tournament for the 2nd time in program history. The 2023 WAC tournament champions. Grand Canyon was trailing its championship match 3-1 prior to rallying for a 4-3 victory, clinching this AQ spot in the field. UNLV is in with a 19-3 record, Mountain West tournament champions. Coach Kevin Corey has done a fantastic job leading the team to the Mountain West championship match in each of the past 6 conference tournaments, winning 3 of those matches. Should be an entertaining first-round matchup played at Pepperdine between UNLV and USC, runner-up in the Pac-12 tournament. This was the first time in program history that USC had advanced to the conference championship match. They did so as the 6th seed. Now USC will participate in its 38th NCAA championship. Let's stay out west. Another Pac-12 school, California, earned an at-large selection. Twice the Golden Bears have finished national runner-up. This is Cal's 40th NCAA appearance. Another team from the Golden State will play Cal. This one comes from Southern California, 12-10 San Diego. An at-large selection after falling to LMU in the WCC semifinals. This is their 15th NCAA trip. A&M Corpus Christi sees its name in the bracket for the 6th time in program history. 3rd consecutive Southland Conference championship for the Islanders. And the host school for these two first and second round matches, the 8th seed in the tournament, the 2-time defending national champion Texas Longhorns. Aiming for a three-peat, Howard Joffe has the Longhorns in the championship conversation once again. Big 12 regular season and tournament champions, the latter coming after a 4-2 victory against Kansas in the Big 12 title match at the Jayhawk Tennis Center. The Longhorns have won 11 of their last 12 matches, dating back to a 6-1 win at Kansas State on March 19th. 10 of those 11 victories have come against opponents who were nationally ranked, including 3 top 25 foes. 5 of the 6 all Big 12 tournament team spots went to the Longhorns, led by #1 singles player Nicole Kieran. The 5 seed in this tournament comes from the Big Ten. Happy Monday to the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan followed up its Big Ten regular season title with a conference tournament championship, earning the league's AQ spot. 2nd straight Big Ten tournament title. It came after a win against arch rival Ohio State in the championship. Jaden Brown is 9-2 when playing #1 singles. Also teams with Kerry Miller at #1 doubles. Youngstown State will make the short trip to Ann Arbor. They are in after an exciting 4-3 victory in the Horizon League Championship match against Cleveland State. And worth noting, this was played at the Varsity Tennis Center on the campus of the University of Michigan. They get to go back to Ann Arbor this weekend. It brings me great joy to say, chirp, chirp, Ball State is in. Champions of the Mid-American Conference Tournament over the weekend. 3rd straight trip to the NCAA Championships. Mid-American Conference Freshman of the Year, Annika Planasek, brought home the clinching point with a 3-set thriller at the #5 singles position. It will be an all-Indiana matchup in round 1. Ball State faces Notre Dame. 25th time for Notre Dame to participate in this prestigious event. Twice the Irish have finished 3rd in the championships. Once again, those 4 schools will play at Michigan this weekend. Moving on, congratulations to the Princeton Tigers, in for the 11th time, the automatic qualifier out of the Ivy League after finishing league play with a perfect 7-0 record. Princeton beat Army West Point 4-0 in a first-round NCAA match back in 2022. Fordham is in. 14-7 is their record, the Atlantic 10 Conference champions. It will be a 7th trip to the tournament for LIU. The Sharks prevailed in the NEC postseason championship thanks to a 4-0 victory over Sacred Heart. And the 3 schools you just saw can now pack their bags and make travel arrangements for Charlottesville, Virginia. The Cavaliers' 22nd NCAA appearance, a hard-fought 4-3 victory over Miami in the ACC quarterfinals likely helped lock down this national seed. Virginia was a 5 seed in the tournament a year ago. They advanced to the national quarterfinals before falling to eventual national champion Texas 4-2. Another national seed and host this weekend. This one comes from the Big 12. The 13 seed goes to Oklahoma. Last year's national runner-up, in for the 14th time. The Sooners were the 2nd seed in the conference tournament. They got another shot at Texas in the Big 12 title match. Fought hard, fell 4-2. Who knows, though? Perhaps the conference rivals, they can meet again in the national semifinals. The Sooners will meet 14-7 Hawaii, the 2023 Big West champions. They're in after a 4-2 victory against Cal Poly. The SEC, always well represented. One of those schools on the screen now, Arkansas. Carolina Gomez Alonzo was named the SEC Freshman of the Year. Congratulations to Coach Tucker Clary. He was recently the acting head coach, then named the permanent head coach just last week, getting the chance now to coach his team in the NCAA tournament. It will be Arkansas against Washington in the first round. The 4 seed in the Pac-12 tournament, falling in the semifinals, nothing to be ashamed of, falling to Stanford. Congratulations to the Huskies for this at-large bid. 2 more first-round matchups on this side of the bracket. Florida State is in 24th time in program history to see the Seminoles in the field. They have a record of 16-10. It will be an ACC versus Big Ten matchup in the first round as Illinois is in. We know they're watching right now at the Atkins Tennis Center. A 4-2 victory over Iowa over the weekend secured the program's first berth in the semifinals of the conference tournament since the 2018-19 campaign. Congratulations to 18-9 Illinois. Yet another Florida school to show you. It's the 5th one on this side of the bracket. It's Florida A&M. Congratulations to the SWAC tournament champions. Reagan Harris was named the SWAC tournament most valuable player. The seeded team in this quartet of schools, the one that will host action this weekend, is the tournament's 4 seed, the Georgia Bulldogs. SEC tournament champions in the championships for the 36th time. They have 100 wins in NCAA competition. Meg Kowalski was named the MVP of the SEC tournament. She was also the school's Clifford Lewis Leadership Award winner, given to a female student athlete who demonstrates commitment to the group above personal gain. Number 1 singles player, senior Leah May, has a 15-3 record in number 1 singles. She was ranked 3rd in the most recent ITA singles rankings. 32 down, 32 to go. We show you the other half of the 64-team field when we return on the 2023 NCAA Division I Women's Tennis Selection Show on NCAA.com.
There's an energy swelling out beyond the limits of your expectations. A universe where fandom reigns supreme. Once you're in it, it changes you. Instead of one of one, you're one of many. A blissful sea of chaos. Go beyond your limits and enter the NCAA universe. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets.
We cannot wait to watch championship-level tennis over the next 3 weeks. Before we can project the schools who might make a run to Orlando, we must set the field. 32 more schools to show you, and let's continue now with the number 3 seed in the tournament. It is NC State, riding high, entering the tournament for the first time in program history. The Wolfpack were able to hoist the ACC Championship Tournament hardware after knocking off arch rival and previously unbeaten North Carolina. In that win, the first time the NC State women's tennis history, they have been able to knock off a top-ranked team. Diana Schneider, instrumental in the victory, winning ACC Tournament MVP. She is 15-3 at number 1 singles, having won 6 consecutive matches entering the NCAA tournament. NC State will welcome South Carolina State to Raleigh, 3rd straight MEAC championship. This is their 17th NCAA appearance. Another school from the Carolinas. This time we say hello to 22-6 Charlotte, seeing their name on the screen, likely leading to a 49ers celebration. First NCAA appearance in program history. Charlotte won 142 singles matches throughout the fall and spring, 83 doubles contests, the most doubles victories in a single season, 2nd most singles wins all time in Charlotte women's tennis history, and now they can say they are an NCAA tournament participant. Kansas is the 4th school that will compete at NC State this weekend. The Jayhawks were the 5 seed in the Big 12 tournament, played host, but they are thrilled to be hitting the road for this, a 13th NCAA tournament appearance. 18-8, Auburn is in. Congratulations to senior Carolyn Ansari, named first team All-SEC. She delivered an important match-clinching point in a win against San Diego and also against Pepperdine during the ITA Indoor Championships in Seattle earlier this season. Congratulations to Carolyn and to Auburn. FIU will face Auburn in round 1. The Panthers brought home a 2nd ever Conference USA title, knocking off Rice 4-1. A fantastic season for FIU, who will make a 12th appearance in program history. 19 wins this season for Boston U, the Patriot League postseason title, their 28th conference trophy in school history, and 19th automatic NCAA berth. The Terriers still looking for their first victory in NCAA play. And they'll get an opportunity this weekend against the host school, Miami of Florida. The Hurricanes making a 37th NCAA appearance, currently the 14th ranked team in the country with a trio of top 100 singles players. 14 also is the seed, as you see on the screen, for the 64-team field. Redshirt sophomore Alexa Noel, currently the 7th ranked singles player in the country. Another seeded school and host this weekend, 11 next to the name of Iowa State. I enjoyed seeing this message on the school's Twitter account today. It read simply, Selection Monday, excited to hear our name called today. Well, let's say it again. Iowa State in for the 3rd consecutive year, 3rd time in program history. Coach Boomer Sy was named Big 12 Coach of the Year for the 2nd time. Hope the party is great and the weekend tennis action in Ames is fantastic as well. Their first match against a familiar foe from Iowa as well, Drake. A gritty win at top-seeded Illinois State April 23rd earns the Bulldogs this Missouri Valley Conference AQ bid, 4th NCAA appearance for Drake. LSU will travel to the Hawkeye State for a first-round match. The Tigers enter the tournament with a 13-10 record. Of course, battle-tested, competing in the SEC. Freshman Anastasia Comer, 10th in the nation in singles. It'll be SEC against Big Ten in the first round here as Wisconsin is in. The Badgers beat Northwestern 4-0 Friday before falling to the eventual league tournament champ Michigan on Saturday. Wisconsin earning an at-large spot in for the 9th time. First time for Wisconsin since 2019. UCLA is in. The Bruins, no stranger to NCAA competition, their 41st appearance. They won it all in 2008 and 2014, closed the regular season with 7 wins in their final 8 regular season contests. Should be a competitive first-round match when the Bruins take on Texas Tech. The Lady Raiders are fired up to take this at-large spot in the field. 4 Sweet 16 and 2 Elite 8 appearances for the Texas Tech women's program. William & Mary makes the field of 64 for the 25th time. The Colonial Athletic Association champs had a Gerholt selected as the most outstanding player in the conference tournament. 21 wins in NCAA competition for the Tribe in their 24 previous appearances. The 3 schools we just discussed will get together in North Carolina as Duke is in and the 6th seed in the tournament. Blue Devils boast a 22-4 overall record, finished 2nd in the ACC with an 11-2 mark. Duke features 7 wins against top 30 ranked teams. It's the program's 33rd consecutive NCAA appearance. Appeared in the national semifinals 11 different times. They won it all in 2009. Head coach Jamie Ashworth has guided the Blue Devils into the tournament each of the 26 seasons in charge. Chloe Beck, 5th ranked singles player in the country. She has a 29-4 singles record. 16 more schools to show you. 4 of those are national seeds. The next one on the list, the one that will, of course, host action this weekend, is 7 seed Stanford. They've got a reason to celebrate prior to this, a 41st appearance in school history, undefeated Pac-12 regular season run, a 5th Pac-12 tournament trophy in the last 6 tries, 18 wins in a row as well. The Cardinal have won 20 national titles, including 3 of the last 6 championships contested. They're 21-2 entering the championships. Weber State will try to get an upset win at Stanford in round 1. The Big Sky Conference champions after a 4-2 victory against number 1 seed Northern Arizona. Denver is also headed to Stanford this weekend, the 9th consecutive NCAA championship conducted with Denver in the field. An impressive showing in the Summit League Championships. Denver capped that run off with an impressive 4-0 victory against North Dakota. Expect a close competitive match when Denver plays Big 12 foe Oklahoma State in the first round. We know the team is gathered at the Gallagher-Iba Conference Room on campus. It's okay to celebrate, Cowgirls. You are in. 24th appearance in school history. Oklahoma State finished national runner-up in 2016. Moving on, another SEC school. Vanderbilt is in. The Commodores are 15-11. Shout out to sophomore Celia Bell Moore, named first team All-SEC. The 2015 national champions. Vanderbilt has great history, great talent as well. They are in for the 28th time in program history. Vandy meets another Tennessee school. It's ETSU in the first round. The Bucks, Southern Conference champions for the first time since 2016. Daniela Rivera had the clinching point against top-seeded Furman, setting off a wild ETSU on-court celebration in Chattanooga. After 5 years of runner-up trophies, this championship was extra special. Xavier will represent the Big East in the NCAA tournament for the third straight season. The Musketeers dominated Creighton in the final, winning 4-0 for the second time in her career. Anna Rogenberg was named the most outstanding player of the tournament. Congratulations to Xavier. And this is the second straight year Vanderbilt and Xavier will play first-round matches in Columbus, Ohio, because Ohio State is the 10 seed in the tournament. 19th appearance in school history. Prior to the Big Ten tournament, Arena Cantos-Seamers was the 2023 Big Ten Women's Tennis Athlete of the Year. A two-time singles All-American, Cantos-Seamers, the highest-ranked Big Ten singles player this spring, currently ranked 20th. Congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes, the 10 seed in the tournament. The 15 seed comes from the SEC. Tennessee, led by SEC Co-Coach of the Year, Allison Ojeda. Tennessee has earned this national seed, and you see the 15 on the screen. Extra special, though, for Ojeda, an alumni of the program, to help the Volunteers reach new heights in women's tennis. Tennessee finished 11-2 in Southeastern Conference play, the highest SEC win total in program history, tallied double-digit conference victories for just the second time ever. An impressive 17-2 record for Southeast Missouri State. The Red Hawks are cheering right now at their watch party at the Show Me Center on campus. OVC regular season and tournament champions this season. The Red Hawks, a program record 16-match winning streak heading into the NCAA tournament for the second year in a row. Wake Forest brings more ACC representation. 17-3 is their record, an at-large selection after falling to top-ranked North Carolina in the ACC quarterfinals. This is Wake Forest's 7th straight NCAA appearance, also the 22nd in program history. Wake defeated Northwestern 4-0 in the first round of the 2022 championships. It'll be a trip to Tennessee for Pac-12 program Arizona State. How about a 37th NCAA trip for the Sun Devils? Head coach Sheila McInerney entered the season ranked 6th among active coaches in wins. She's not far from 600. Incredible. We're down to 4 more schools to round out this bracket. One of those is SMU, in for the 9th time in program history. The Mustangs prevailed in the American Athletic Conference Championship, a first AAC title for SMU. It's an all-Texas showdown in that first round as SMU will take on Baylor. The Bears are 16-3. Earlier this season, Joey Scrivano won his 500th match as head coach. You see some highlights on your screen of the Baylor Bears. They're 37-23 all-time in NCAA tournament play. Quinnipiac is in thanks to their second consecutive Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference crown. The Bobcats have also won 9 straight MAC tournament titles. Quinnipiac is led by head coach Paula Miller. She will try to get her squad to pull off an upset this weekend, playing on the home courts of 2 seed Texas A&M. The 2013 national runner-up, Texas A&M, is in the championships for the 28th time in program history. The Aggies claimed 8 SEC postseason awards, most of any school in the conference, including Mark Weaver, SEC Co-Coach of the Year. He was named Conference Coach of the Year in 2022 as well. Mary Stoyana was named the SEC Player of the Year, making the first time an Aggie has won that award. Mary was the only player to go undefeated in SEC play this season, going 11-0 in singles and 11-0 in doubles. So there you have it, the 64 schools still alive and dreaming of a Division I Women's Tennis National Championship. First and second round competition takes place this weekend, features 4 teams playing in single elimination formats. The winner of each site advances to Super Regional competition May 12th or 13th. Each Super Regional site will feature 2 teams playing a single elimination format. And the Super Regional winners will advance to the USTA National Campus in Orlando, Florida, where the 8 teams will compete for the National Championship May 17th through the 20th. The complete list of teams and sites included on the official bracket which is available at ncaa.com. My name is Jeremiah Johnson. I thank you so much for watching, and best of luck to all the student athletes competing in this year's event.
There's an energy swelling out beyond the limits of your expectations. A universe where fandom reigns supreme. Once you're in it, it changes you. Instead of one of one, you're one of many. A blissful sea of chaos. Go beyond your limits and enter the NCAA universe. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets.